Hello, my little morsels. It's me, PolemicGoblin, and I'm back playing some Magic Duels. Today we're not going to get into any actual battle, but we are going to look at some of the decks that I play with and some of the card combos that make those decks work. Now, yes, I know there's thousands and thousands of great combos out there, but we're just going to take a look at the combos that I'm currently using to make my decks go. So hang on to your hats, little morsels. Here we go with some Magic Duels. Okay, this is my Haste deck. Yes, I know it's not very well named. I didn't get very creative, but nobody's seeing this name but me, so I don't care. But here we go. Haste. Let's take a look at what we got inside. Alright, here's what I've got in my Haste deck. There are lots and lots and lots of instants and lots of hasted type of creatures. This on-crop crasher is a prime example. In fact, I like this card. He's very worthwhile to have in this deck. He is a 3/2 haste, and I can exert him when he attacks and a creature can't block. So what I do is I team up those hasted creatures with cards like, let me find it. There we go. The Flame Shadow Conjuring. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can pay 1. If I do put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature, that token gains haste and I exile it at the end of the turn. So that's an awesome card. I absolutely love it. So I team that up with my hasted creatures, like my Impetuous Devils. Boy, when you've got 2 of these out and you cast an Impetuous Devils, boy, is that a crushing moment for your opponent, I have to say. Another good card to throw into the mix, oh, well, there is no green in this deck. It's specifically for this +2/+2 and trample till the end of turn. But what I was looking for was this, the Throne of the God Pharaoh. At the beginning of my end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures that I control. In this deck, I'm tapping often because it's quick and fast and hard hitting, and I'm going with my hasted creatures. So that's another, 3-4 points a turn. And then, of course, I can strengthen up my hasted creatures with cards like this Titan Strength, and I've got a lot of removal in there. But let's take a look at an example of a hasted creature with the Flame Shadow Conjuring. Alright, morsels, here is a beautiful example of it in action. I've got my Flame Shadow Conjuring card out there. And let's drop a mana down. And this is a good example, Brazen Scourge. He is a 3/3 haste. So we're going to drop down our haste. We're going to pay the 1 extra. That's going to give us a copy of it. And we are going to attack with all. And whammo, there's 6 points. Now you lose your copy, but that's alright. You keep your original. And away you go. A great example of Flame Shadow Conjuring and basically any hasted monster. Alright, this is my Wings deck. It's my Angel deck. I am not quite complete in the deck. I think it still needs some work. I'm still working on it. I guess I'm still editing it. But let's take a look at what makes it run. Alright, here we go. To start off with, it's full of angels, and since angels are very expensive, I filled in the lower tier stuff with like the Knight of the White Orchid. It gives me a chance to get some more planes into my battlefield. Plus he's a first strike 2/2 for 2. And then I also have stuff like this Lone Rider, which gives me some life, and the Glory Bound Initiate, which will also give me life, plus it'll also help me, transform this Lone Rider. But getting on to the actual deck, We're working with angels, and we are working with this anointed procession. If an effect would create one or more tokens under my control, it creates twice that many tokens instead. And let's see if I can find it. And it also works with this Sigil of the Empty Throne. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. So as you can see, this deck is very top heavy. Lots of these spells that I've gotten here are 3, 4, 5, 6 casting cost, 7 casting cost spells. So it takes a while to get running. But when you do, it's pretty nice to see, you know, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, like this one, 3 angels plop down onto the board. It's very nice, and it's very demoralizing to your opponent. So let's take a quick look at what it looks like, and we'll move on to the next deck. Alright, this deck is full of stuff that will delay my opponent, or give me health, or keep me alive until my Sigil of the Empty Throne can come out. So stuff like this Glory-Bound Initiate. I wish I had my Lone Rider. That would be a perfect combo right now. But I'm going to attack with him. I'm going to exert him. Confirm attack. Excellent. My friend Witchy Pip is going to be starting some 7 Days to Die. One of my other favorite games. Which creature would I like to exert? That one right there. Thank you, Witchy Pip. I'll be logging in just a little while. I know you won't get this. Look, there she is. She's playing now. 7 Days to Die. Great game. Alright, so I gained 4 life. He took 4 damage. I am 8 points ahead of him. I'm delaying things until I can get out my Sigil of the Empty Throne. Alright, on his very next turn, he put a cartouche on his critter. Oh, stop. He put a cartouche on his critter and attacked with him. So I'm going to do some more delaying. Target opponent sacrifices an attacking creature. Very cool. So, you know what? Get rid of that cartouched critter. Excellent. More delays. Alright, I finally got my 5th mana. I'm going to throw out my Sigil of the Empty Throne. I've been saving an enchantment so we can see our Sigil work. That's all going to have to wait till next turn. I'm going to skip my attack and set up my plan to make some angels. Alright, back to my turn. Finally, I can throw down a plains. Look at this. We got an Oketra the True. We're going to throw her out there. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Get her going. She can't attack or block unless you control at least 3 other critters. I don't. What can we do? What we can do is we can put a cartouche on one of our guys. Let's put it on, both of them are really cool. I think we're going to put it on him. Bammo! That gives us an angel. Oh, I love it. And since we put a cartouche out, we're going to get another critter. Very nice. Oops. Everything looks good. Alright, we're going to skip attack. And as luck would have it, one of my favorite enchantments in this deck, the Angelic Destiny. Enchant creature, it gets +4/+4, has flying and first strike, and is an angel in addition to its other types. And when the enchanted creature dies, return Angelic Destiny to its owner's hand. I absolutely love it. So what we are going to do, I think, is give our Oketra the True the Angelic Destiny. Blammo! That's going to give us another angel. That's going to give us another angel. And look at that beauty. I absolutely love it. We're going to attack with all. Confirm attack. Do I want to exert anything? Sure, and why not? Okay, another not creatively named deck. It's my instant deck. Let's take a look at it, see what makes it go. Alright, and as you would assume in an instant deck, you know, my first 5, 9 spells are instants. And then I have a lot of stuff in here like things with prowess. All sorts of prowess. It's pretty much instants and prowess in this deck. But this is definitely the card that makes it run. The Mercurial Geists. It is absolutely fabulous card. People say, a 1/3 for 4 Polemic Goblin, that's kind of expensive. But look at this. Whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, Mercurial Geist gets +3/+0 till the end of turn. Now that for one instant, that makes him a 4/3. Now, if you hook it up with stuff like, well, this Titan Strength, suddenly that 4/3 becomes a 7/4, and say you cast 2 of these, and golly, he's pushing, 16. I didn't do the math, but you're pushing a lot of points for just 2 red mana, 2 Titan Strengths, or removing a creature from play, or tapping one of your opponent's blockers will give that Mercurial Geist a +3. So I absolutely love the Mercurial Geist. It's a great card. Let's take a look at it in action. Throw a Titan Strength on our Mercurial Geist. Yeah, we'll keep that. We are going to throw another Titan Strength on the Mercurial Geist. Very nice. I said we would keep that. And then we attack with our 13/5 flyer for, what, 2 mana? Alright, morsels. Probably my favorite deck in my collection is my Brains deck. And yes, it's a zombie deck. Still not being very creative with my names. Let's take a look at what makes this thing run. Alright, here we go. There is really not all that much in the way of card combos in this deck, except for the fact that they all kind of work together. I have lots of zombies in here. This is one of the major pieces of the deck, the Wayward Servant. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. That goes hand in hand really well with, is this it? Yes, it is. Bantu's Monument. Black creature spells cost 1 less to cast. And whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And then, of course, you've got all the different things in here that help your zombies. Zombies you control get +1/+1, and when she enters the battlefield, I get 2 zombie creatures. What else is good? The Lord of the Accursed. All my zombies get +1/+1, and I can make them have Menace. And then, of course, I've mixed in, Liliana and Gideon. Probably my two favorite planeswalkers are Liliana and Gideon, and boy, they work out really well together. And I really like this Never spell with all the planeswalkers that are out now. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. This Never spell is great, and not only can you destroy that planeswalker, but once it goes into your graveyard, you can exile something from your graveyard and put another zombie creature token into play, which will also trigger your favorite card in the deck, this one right here, the Wayward Servant, and everybody's losing life and you're gaining life. It's a wonderful thing. Alright, let's take a look at some of the different things this zombie deck can do in combat. Okay, here we are with my zombies. My opening hand, my Wayward Servant's in here. That's great because he's one of the keys to this engine. Like I said before, there are all sorts of keys to this engine. He's just one of them. But I really like seeing him in my opening hand. I could play my Dread Wanderer right now, but I think I'm going to hold off and get the 1 point of life and give him 1 point of damage. This deck is not aggressive in the way of attack. I do most of my damage just sitting here building a wall of zombies. Alright, it's several turns down the line. You have not missed much of anything. It's been a lot of just stalemate and building up of armies on both sides. My opponent seems to like the -1 counters. I've been having to deal with that. But we have a nice setup here. We're bringing out, let's see, do I want, both of these cards are awesome. I think we're going to bring out Liliana. I'll tell you what, no we're not. We're going to bring out Liliana's Mastery first. We're going to announce her presence on the next turn by making all my zombies bigger, getting 2 extra zombies. I can tap 2 of my opponents. Oh, I can still attack and do more damage. There we go. I got a little bit confused, Ed. But this is another great card. I love the Binding Mummy. He's only 2, but he is a 2/2. He's getting pluses because of that card I just put. But whenever another zombie comes into the battlefield under my control, I can tap my opponent's creatures, which opens things up for attacking. We're not going to attack right now, I don't think. Hold on, we may. Yeah, we're going to. We're going to attack with the Shambling Ghoul and the, I think just the Shambling Ghoul. We're not going to get too aggressive. Confirm attack. Let's see if he wants to lose his critter. And look what I drew. On my very next turn, we're going to have 2 turns of Planeswalkers. Let's throw Gideon out there. I absolutely love him. Another great card. We can pull something out of my graveyard. We can. The Dread Wanderer. Let's pull him out. Do some more damage. Do some tapping. Choose a creature or artifact to tap. Let's tap him. Bammo. My opponent takes damage. We're going to pull out another zombie. Let's do that. Choose a creature to tap. Let's tap him. Bammo. Awesome Possum. Look at that. Then we're going to use Gideon. Until next turn, prevent all damage target permanent would deal. We're going to make his 2/2 inadequate to do anything but stop an attack. And we're going to attack with the works. He does have a card up and some mana. He may have a trick up his sleeve, but I don't think so. Can I kill him? Yes, I can. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another PolemicGoblin episode where we've been taking a look at, well, my decks. There's all sorts of combos out there. This is just a sprinkling of what you can do with the different Magic cards you got out there. And I'm not claiming to be great. I'm not claiming to be good. I'm, I guess, I would say a fair Magic player. In Magic Duels, I hover between rank 18 and rank 22. I really don't know what that means in the great world of Magic Duels, but that's where I'm at. So take it for what it's worth. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos, and most importantly, my little morsels. Stay out of the cooking pot. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.